Alright, ladies and gentlemen, as you can see here, we have a beautiful slab of St. Louis style ribs. I've already trimmed them up, got the membrane removed. I'm going to go ahead and season them up now. I'm cooking these today exactly how I would do in my backyard if I wanted to eat these for myself. I'm not cooking them for any friends, don't have to worry about taste, texture, any of that. Just exactly what I would want. I love to start with the mix, fresh ground sea salt, fresh ground pepper, and I just kind of sprinkle that on the top. And then kind of just rub it on the top there. I only do this on the top, I don't repeat on the bottom. Peppers for flavor. The salt will actually soak in, bring some of that moisture to the top, create a really good bark during the cook. Alright, and the majority of the flavor is going to come from this Meat Church Holy Gospel rub. Definitely a really good rub if you love that sweeter flavor. I will repeat this on the bottom. So I'll flip it over. Alright, and then I'm going to go ahead and layer a little bit of this brown sugar. Once again, no measurements here. I just put it in the cups because it looks cool. I see people do it all the time, you know, trying to be like them. Just an even layer. Once again, only do that part on top. And from here, you can use anything. Today I'm going to go ahead and use the Killer Hogs, the barbecue rub. This is mainly just for color. If you have a good paprika mix, that'll work as well. But I do love how this stuff spreads. Old Malcolm has himself a good little recipe here. I know it's a lot of layers, but like I said, this is for me. At my house, this is what I enjoy. I do this on top and bottom as well. Look how beautiful they look already. I don't know if you guys can really tell. I don't know if the camera picks it up. A lot of white light in there. They look really good, take my word for it. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and get this pit fired up. Alright, for today, we're going to be using the Kingsford Blue. No real reason other than it's just easily accessible. Only going to need about half a pan. Got a couple of these little terrible lighter cubes. Don't buy these. Couldn't tell you the brand. They've been in my other videos. Not worth. It's also raining, so you guys are going to get to see how the Bronco performs in the rain. Alright, gonna let this light and get back to you. Alright, also going to toss in just a couple chunks of cherry. My favorite wood to use on pork. Alright, dropping in the heat deflector. There we go. I'm going to open up the vents all the way, let it come up to temp. Alright, and for today's tip, I'm going to use the ThermoPro. I have to drop it in a plastic bag because it's raining out here, and I don't know how waterproof it is. ThermoPro also has this bad boy. 185 already. I like it. We're gonna cook at 225 today. And I'll show you how we set that up in a little bit. All right, we jumped up past 225. I'll start dialing it back here soon, trying to get her locked in. Just want to show you guys how these ribs are coming out. They look freaking awesome. I get excited about barbecue. Alright, gonna get this pit dialed in, and then we're gonna get the ribs on them and go from there. Stay tuned. Literally just adjusted both intakes and watch. I mean, this thing is so precise. Don't worry, I'll show you where I adjusted them to, but I just think it's insane that you can get this kind of control out of this. She's at 228 right now. I'm happy with that. Smoke's cleared up. Well, 229. But either way, I'm happy with that. Smoke's cleared up. I'm gonna go ahead and get the ribs out on the pit. Just to show you guys where I have it. Don't go by the little pointer thing. It says 2, but you kind of just want to go by this size right here. Don't really have a better way of telling you than that. I've done it so many times now that I just know where to put it, but you'll get a good feel for it after you've tried it a couple times. I've noticed one thing too. I see a lot of people that say they don't adjust this one. They let it ride wide open and just play with the intake on the side there. I've never tried it. I mean, it has to work, and I'm sure these guys know what they're talking about, but I've never tried it. I've always done it this way. Maybe in the future I will try just leaving this one wide open and going off that one over there. One more look at these beauties, especially in the sunlight. They look so good. There we go. I'll get them lined up right here. Gonna bunch them up. Want this meat all together. So how you lay them in here is exactly how they're gonna cook. All right, gonna let this Bronco do some work. been about 2 hours. Pit's sitting at 224 right now. Just gonna get a look at it. Spray it if it needs any moisture. Let's see. No, she's still looking real good. Real good. Alright, gonna let her keep going. Alright, ladies and gents, it's been about 3 hours now. We're gonna get a look at these ribs and I'll show you what my next step is. Yeah, rub is set. It's probably a little tacky over here. I'm okay with that. But what I do now, this just adds another level of flavor. This is totally optional, but I won't be wrapping today. So what I do is I take this Parquet squeeze butter, go ahead and get a nice line right down there, down the middle. I'm gonna take this Mike's Hot Honey, go right down here. Just gonna let that melt a little bit, and then I'm gonna take a brush, spread it out evenly, continue to let it cook. Alright, the ribs are coming along. I have some of this Hot Chula's Sweet Peach Barbecue Sauce. This stuff is amazing. If you haven't tried it, I highly recommend it. Favorite barbecue sauce by far. But anyway, I'm gonna get this in my little saucepan, get that on the pit, let it warm up, and then we're gonna sauce the ribs, and probably about 15-20 minutes after that, they'll be ready to eat. Give that sauce some time to warm up. I'm gonna get a look at these ribs. Looking delicious. Let's get you a little closer. There you go. We're gonna give it about 15 minutes, let it tack up. Then we're gonna eat. Well, we're gonna rest, and then we're gonna eat. All right, they're done. Time to get them inside for the rest. These bad boys have rested just about as long as I can take. Full cook time was 7 hours. I forgot to mention that when I pulled them off. But yeah, 7 hours at 225. We're gonna slice into them. One trick I like to do, I'll probably mess this up, but is flip them over. Exposes the bone a little bit more so you can see a little better. And I forgot to point out, because we bunched them up before we cooked, you get these thick parts in between the bone. You can almost see the hump. I don't know if that picks up on the camera, but you can almost see the meat lumped up between the bones. If we would have laid them flat out, it would have cooked just like that, and we'd had a flat piece of meat between the bones. Oh my gosh, these look beautiful and smell beautiful. I don't know if you can see that. Looks excellent. Tons of juice in there, tons of moisture. Keep going on them. Time to give these bad boys a taste test. Alright, so before we taste it, let's talk about what we did. We had a rack of St. Louis ribs, trimmed them up real nice, pulled that membrane off, got the seasoning on there. We had the killer hogs, Holy Gospel, brown sugar, and we started with some salt and pepper. The salt and pepper helps a lot. As you've seen when I showed you in the beginning of the video, it sweated out a lot of that juice. That helps form this beautiful bark. The killer hogs provides that really nice color, and then the Holy Gospel is all the flavor. Sorry if you hear little kids screaming, our neighbors are playing out back. Yeah, then we got them on the pit, 225, added some cherry wood, and that went about 7 hours, no wrap, then we get these beautiful ribs. All right, here's the time. Let's see. See what kind of bite through it's going to give me. See this bad boy? Not the cleanest thing in the world. Oh my gosh, but so good. Actually, let's get another bite. Forgot to mention, we have the Hot Chula's Peach Barbecue Sauce as well. Alright, and that's St. Louis style ribs. Well, my style of St. Louis style ribs on the Oklahoma Joe's Bronco. Comes out really good every time. I swear, you don't need anything. You can throw it on that pit and it'll come out excellent. Stay tuned. I'm going to announce the winners of last week's giveaway.
Winners? There's going to be more than one?
Good call. This was recorded in advance, but I'm actually going to pick the winner the day of and edit that in at the end of the video, which will be right after this with you guys. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will see you in a couple seconds and also next Wednesday. Peace. Alright, ladies and gents, it's time to pick the winner. Didn't really have a good way of doing this, so what I'm going to do is go ahead and click here. Pause. I can't see. Copy the link. There we go. Random comment picker. Paste. It does a couple things. And then, alright, here we go. Here's the winner of the rubs. Congrats, Chris, that's awesome. If you see this video and you can get in touch with me, that's great. I just need your address. I'll have it mailed to your house. If not, I'll try and reach out to you as well. But yeah, congrats, thanks for entering, thanks for watching. Thank you guys for all the subscribers, and I will see you guys next Wednesday. Peace.